I'm Kaylee, and it is my Booktube anniversary. Today I'm doing a combination of the Booktube birthday tag and the Booktube anniversary tag. A couple of months ago, Katie over at Books and Things did this combo of both tags, and I was like, ooh, that's what I'm gonna do when it comes to my Booktube anniversary. So I'll leave a link to her channel down below, and of course to the original creators of this tag. One of the original creators, I think the original video isn't even there anymore, but I will link to whoever that I'm able to link to. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel. It would be a lovely anniversary gift, a lovely Booktube birthday gift, if you would subscribe. And please, of course, give this video a thumbs up to congratulate me on my Booktube birthday. Question number 1 is, how many years on Booktube are you celebrating? And the answer is 9 years. Oh my gosh, 9 ridiculous years. I uploaded my very first Booktube video in September of 2013. Wow. Oh my goodness, wow. In all of those 9 years, I've only taken a very short, like 2 or 3 month break where I had some things going on in my life and I was just like, I need a break. So I did not post for, I think it was about 3 months, and then I just came right back. When you do something that consistently every week, at least 1 video a week, sometimes more like 2 or 3 videos a week for 9 years, it must be something that you really enjoy. Question number 2, how have you changed from your first video until now? Well, my videos have certainly changed. The lighting is better. I have better camera equipment. I'm definitely more comfortable filming in front of the camera. I'm much better at editing. And as far as like personally, I feel like I'm just more confident in myself in every area of my life. I'm happier and healthier than I was in 2013. And the last 9 years have been great. Question number 3, what has kept you motivated to keep making videos? I mean, when you've been doing this for 9 years, like, wow, you must really be motivated. First of all, I just need an outlet to talk about books because the people in my life would get really sick and tired of me constantly talking about the books that I'm reading. I mean, there are certain people in my life that I already talk to, but I try to limit it to like 1 book per conversation so that I don't completely dominate the conversation with the books that I'm reading. And of course I have my book club, my ladies at my book club that I hang out with, and we talk about our books at book club, but that's only every other week. What am I supposed to do between book clubs, you know? So I really do need this outlet to be able to just track my reading and talk about different reading things. And I'm not gonna lie, part of my motivation is a little bit mercenary. I love getting free books from publishers. I love getting those review copies from publishers. And quite truthfully, it saves me hundreds of dollars every year not having to buy books. So there's a little small piece of my motivation that keeps me doing this is I want the free books. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's okay. And of course, a big part of my motivation is you guys, the community, just seeing other people's videos and talking about books in the comments and hearing other people's take and other people's perspectives on well-beloved books. It really just keeps me coming back. Question number 4, what are 3 of your favorite videos that you've made in the past year? So one of my very favorites has been any video that I've done with my little nieces. A few months ago, we did Toddlers Choose My TBR, and they went all over the house looking through my different bookshelves, and whatever they picked, then their Tia has to read it. I'm still working through that TBR that they gave me, but any video that I've done with my nieces has just been so much fun. Kind of chaotic, but fun. Another favorite video that I did was the 10 pros and cons of reading classics. Just kind of exploring what are some of the good things, some of the not so good things about reading very, very old books. Another favorite was the video that I did about how I built custom bookshelves in my walk-in closet. That was quite a project that took several months. lots of sanding and staining and drilling holes in the walls and everything. But I was very proud that first of all, that I remembered to film each step in the process. And also the finished results are just so fantastic. Months later, I still walk into my walk-in closet and go, oh, the beautiful shelves, the books. So those are definitely some favorite videos. Number 5, what is your most popular video? YouTube tells me that my most popular video of all time was one that I did 5 years ago about the do's and don'ts of reading classics. I have to say I'm pretty proud of that video. I'm glad that it's popular and that more people are interested in reading classics. And I feel like the tips and the advice that I give in that video are really good. I feel like, in general, most people would find it helpful. So I'm really glad that that is my most popular video. Question number 6, what have you struggled with on Booktube and how did you overcome it? I think a lot of people kind of talk about the same things. One of the biggest things to struggle with is just time management. Finding the time to film and edit and post and all the things, It really can end up being quite time consuming. At the beginning of this year, I set some goals that I wanted to be posting videos 3 times a week. And I tried that and I got so overwhelmed, and it just time management, man. I just don't have the time to be doing 3 videos a week. And then because I was trying to put myself on such a rigid schedule, it kind of stifled my creativity. I was just too overwhelmed with trying to do this rigid Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And I needed more creative freedom to just kind of go with the flow. So many other areas of my life are on a very rigid schedule, and I'm a very organized and a very this is how I do things kind of person. And then that's why I need creative projects that are just go with the flow, that are not on a rigid schedule, that there aren't a lot of rules attached to them. So I feel like I have a pretty good balance in my life of things that are very strictly organized and other things that are just more kind of free-flowing. So now I just post whenever I feel like it. I do not have a schedule of when I post. When inspiration strikes and I get a good idea and I feel like filming and I'm having a good hair day, then I will film. And when I feel like editing, then I will edit. I really have to be in the mood to edit. If I try to force myself to edit a video and I'm not in the mood, then I will just get really grouchy. If I force myself to do stuff when I'm not in the mood for it, then it just takes all the joy out of it. So yeah, time management, but I feel like I've found a good balance, like a life work kind of balance, so that I've found something that works for me and that keeps the joy in what I'm doing. Question number 7, have you had to deal with negative feedback and comments, and how do you handle it? Thankfully, the Booktube community is pretty chill. There aren't a lot of negative comments. Even through 9 years of doing this, I could probably count, on both hands, maybe 10 really negative, mean comments that I've ever gotten. Booktube is pretty good about that. When I do get them, they're usually from such obviously idiotic people that I just feel sorry for them and I forgive them and I just try to laugh it off. Some people are just so obviously stupid that you just really feel bad for them. You just be like, oh, bless you, honey. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that comment that you did. Question number 8, choose one moment from the last year on Booktube that you would like to relive. So I did a video a few months back about a book haul that I did, and I had gone to the library book sale and got a bunch of books, 52 books, and I just kind of set them aside in their bags that I had them in for a week because I was having a really busy week. And so then a week and a half later, I finally sit down to film the book haul. And by that point, I had forgotten what I had even bought. So that was a lot of fun because it was 52 books of a book haul where I didn't even remember what I had. Question number 9, what is the best book you've read this past year? So far from January to September, I have had 22 books that I gave 5 stars. So that is really excellent. And a whole bunch more that I gave 4 stars. So out of those 5-star ones, I really can't choose a favorite, but some of my favorites have been The Forgotten Memories of Vera Glass. This book blew my mind, just insane. So good. And I was crying and I was laughing and I was crying and I was laughing some more. It was really good. Another favorite was one that I just read in July, I guess it was. It's Sisters of Luna Island. So it's about these three sisters and they have arrow magic, so aroma magic. This was such a beautiful book. I loved the magic system and the history and like the character development. Amazing. Then I read, I think, the fourth book in the Myrtle Hardcastle series, which is one of my favorite middle grade mystery series. The fourth one is In Myrtle Peril. It has an amazing mystery, all the great character development that I love, a really clever plot with all these different red herrings and stuff. The whole Myrtle series is just so cool. Question number 10, where do you see your channel in 1 year's time? Pretty much I just see myself right here doing the same thing that I've been doing for the last 9 years. I would like to do more videos about Lord of the Rings and Narnia. I have been constantly saying that for literally years. Pretty much for the last 9 years, I've been saying, gosh, you guys, I really should make more videos about Lord of the Rings and Narnia, like my two favorite fandoms, you know? And I almost never talk about them because I guess I just feel like there's so much depth there and there's so many things that I want to say. And so then it's like, I don't even know where to start. And so I just don't say very much about it. And then also I feel like there are so many other channels that talk about Lord of the Rings and Narnia and go really deep into like Middle Earth lore and history and stuff. And I don't feel competent to be able to comment on quite that depth of knowledge. So I feel like if I can't do it perfect, then I'm just not gonna do it. And that is a personality flaw that I really need to get past. And I just need to be like, here's my thoughts, you know, about Lord of the Rings and Narnia. So I need to get past my fears and all my hangups about that and just do what I love and talk about what I love, which is Lord of the Rings and Narnia. And definitely next year, I will still be doing the 30 Books in 30 Days readathon in September. I participate in a lot of readathons every year, but this is one that I feel like, haha, this is my readathon that I host and I started it, you know? So I'm definitely gonna keep that up. I feel like it's really fun and it's accessible to everybody. You don't actually have to read 30 books in 30 days. You can do 30 minutes for 30 days. You could read 30 poems in 30 days. You could read 30 short stories or 30 children's picture books or like whatever. So I really like that there's just so many options. You can really make it fit your reading and what you want to accomplish. So yeah, that's where I see myself in a year, is still pretty much doing the same stuff, but just like more. And our last question, question 11, what piece of advice would you give to someone thinking of starting YouTube? My advice is do it, just start. Even if you don't have the equipment, you don't have the fancy camera, your lighting is terrible, so what? Just start. Even if you have no clue how to edit, and your filming is atrocious. Mine was really terrible in the beginning. And you can go back and still see my very first videos and the lighting is horrible and I'm very awkward. And you know what? I leave those videos up because I want you guys to be able to see that's where I started and this is where I am now. And you just learn and you improve and you get more confident with it. And my other piece of advice is don't look at the numbers and don't do it for the numbers. It took me like 2 years just to get up to 1,000 subscribers. And then, I mean, here I am 9 years later and I have about 6,000 subscribers. Like, this channel is not growing very fast. Do I care? No, I don't. I mean, some people would say that 9 years of doing something and you only have 6,000 subscribers is a failure. But it's not about the numbers. It's about the community. It's about the creativity. It's about sharing your love of reading. My advice is don't even look at the analytics. Just do it because you love it. And then you won't get discouraged and get burnt out. Just keep those creative juices flowing and find a filming and an editing process that works for you and just keep at it. Okay, that is the Booktube birthday and anniversary tag. Please leave me a comment and let me know down below. Next year is going to be my 10-year anniversary on Booktube. So I've got to plan something really amazing for next year. What do you think I should do for my 10-year anniversary next year? What should I do? I mean, it has to be big. It has to be something incredible. So leave me some ideas down in the comments down below. Let me know, what do you think? What could we do that would be really spectacular for the 10-year anniversary. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.